begins in a small village nestled at the edge of a vast, rolling plain. The villagers depended on the clouds for rain, for shade, and for the beauty they brought to the sky. High above, a young boy named Lior climbed an invisible ladder into the heavens. He was a cloud shepherd, one of the few chosen to tend the clouds. Lior's gift was unique. He could hear the clouds whisper. They spoke to him in soft, melodic voices, telling him stories of distant lands and ancient storms. As he drifted among them, he guided them gently, ensuring they brought rain to the fields and shade to the weary point. One day, as Lior tended a particularly playful cloud named Nimbus, he noticed something strange. The horizon, usually a soft blend of blues and whites, was darkening. A deep rumble echoed in the distance, and the clouds around him grew restless. "Vortigern comes," Nimbus whispered, his voice trembling. "He is stealing the clouds, one by one." Lior's heart sank. He looked out across the sky and saw patches of emptiness where clouds should have been. The world below was already suffering, rivers were drying up, and the earth was cracking under the relentless sun. That night, Lior descended the celestial ladder and returned to the village. He sought the wisdom of Elder Mira, the oldest and wisest of the cloud shepherds. "Vortigern is a storm dragon," Elder Mira explained, her voice heavy with worry. "Born of thunder and fury, he grows stronger with every cloud he steals. If he is not stopped, the sky will be empty, and the world will perish." Lior clenched his fists. "I will stop him," he declared. "I will bring the clouds back." Elder Mira handed him a staff made of lightning wood, its surface crackling with energy. "This will guide you," she said. She also gave him a pouch of stardust, gathered from the farthest reaches of the sky. "Use it wisely." With a determined heart, Lior climbed the celestial ladder once more, ready to face the storm dragon. As Lior journeyed across the sky, he encountered the wind wraiths, mischievous spirits who guarded the paths to Vortigern's lair. They swirled around him, their laughter like the howling of the wind. "You cannot pass, little shepherd," they taunted, their forms shifting like smoke. Lior reached into his pouch and scattered a handful of stardust. The dust sparkled and danced, forming a bridge of light. The wind wraiths, enchanted by its beauty, stopped their mischief and allowed him to pass. Further along his journey, Lior came upon the thunder giants, massive beings made of crackling energy. They blocked his path, their voices booming like drums. "Why do you seek the storm dragon, little shepherd?" they asked, their eyes glowing with curiosity. "I seek to save the clouds," Lior replied, his voice steady. "Without them, the world will perish." The thunder giants, moved by his bravery, stepped aside and pointed him toward the mountain of storms, where Vortigern made his home. The mountain of storms loomed ahead, its peak shrouded in dark clouds and crackling lightning. Lior climbed higher, the air growing colder and heavier with each step. At the summit, he found Vortigern coiled around a massive horde of stolen clouds. The dragon's eyes glowed like embers as he regarded the boy. "You dare challenge me, little shepherd?" he roared, his voice shaking the very sky. "I do," Lior said, gripping his staff. "The clouds do not belong to you. They belong to the sky, to the earth, to all living things. Release them, or I will take them back." Vortigern lunged, his claws slashing through the air. Lior dodged and swung his staff, summoning a bolt of lightning that struck the dragon's scales. The battle raged on, lightning clashing against storm, until Lior realized he could not win through force alone. Remembering the whispers of the clouds, he reached into his pouch and scattered the last of his stardust. The dust sparkled and swirled, forming a bridge of light between Lior and the stolen clouds. "Come back to me," he called, his voice filled with love and longing. "The sky is your home. Do not let fear keep you here." The clouds, stirred by his words, began to stir. One by one, they broke free from Vortigern's grasp and floated back to Lior's side. Enraged, Vortigern unleashed a massive storm, threatening to destroy everything in its path. But Lior stood firm, raising his staff high. He called upon the clouds, and together, they absorbed the storm's energy, turning it into a gentle rain that fell upon the earth below. Defeated and weakened, Vortigern retreated into the depths of the horizon, his roar fading into a distant rumble. With the clouds restored, the sky once again shone with their radiant beauty. Lior guided them back to their rightful places, and the world below rejoiced as rivers filled, crops grew, and life flourished once more. The Sky King, watching from his celestial throne, declared Lior a hero and gifted him a golden flute, its music capable of summoning the clouds whenever they were needed. From that day forward, Lior was known not just as a cloud shepherd, but as the guardian of the sky. Though Vortigern's roar could still be heard on stormy nights, the people knew they had nothing to fear, for Lior would always be there to protect the clouds and keep the world in balance. And so, the boy who tended the clouds became a legend, his story whispered by the wind and carried across the sky for generations to come.